Hello YouTube, I'm back with the video. Hopefully this won't take too long. What I'm gonna be doing here is I'm gonna be showcasing, let's say, favorite teams, favorite athletes, as much as I can in cards, but most of the stuff I'm gonna be talking about I don't really have cards for. So I'm gonna showcase just some stuff, and well, that's about it. So here we go. Okay, first off for baseball, show a couple of my favorite players of all time. Of course, Nolan Ryan's my favorite baseball player of all time. I don't have anything too much to show, but Wade Boggs would likely be my favorite player on the Red Sox. As everybody knows, I'm a Red Sox fan. Actually, I was an Expos fan too, but the Expos moved to Washington and I couldn't do that. So I'm Boston all the way nowadays. Another one of my favorite players, King Griffey Jr. Then again, who the hell didn't like Griffey? Yeah, he was one of the best players of all time. He's one of those guys where it didn't matter if you won a ring. He showed just how great he was. The bad thing is, I don't like those 3 people who voted against him for the Hall of Fame. Those people should go burn in hell, because if anybody deserved to be unanimously voted in, it was Griffey. But some people gotta be special, so we have 3 guys who didn't vote for him. Anyways, moving on to football. Of course, one of my favorites is Tom Brady. Yeah, that's a dual, well, quad, but dual teams. Brady's right there. Smith. Basically a Super Bowl card for that year. And there's another Brady. Unfortunately, because I don't like to buy singles online, because I mean, what's the fun if you don't actually hit it yourself? So all the cards I get are either from packs or repackaged product. But yeah, I don't buy any cards, any singles online, really, because it's not fun if you don't hit it yourself. Let's see, we have my all-time favorite player. Also, an honorable mention is going to be Ronnie Lott, because when I used to play football, I modeled myself after him. That's why I played safety. Wanted to be a hard-hitting bruiser like Ronnie Lott. But yeah, funny that I actually have 2 quarterbacks as a couple of my favorite football players, which is Joe Montana too. Also, would you believe it that this Joe Montana came out of a 16-pack mixed box? The video is on YouTube if you guys want to see it. Actually, a lot of these cards are going to have come out of mixed boxes. Favorite basketball player of all time? I think it's obvious. I've mentioned it millions of times. But for those of you who don't yet know, favorite basketball player of all time, Magic Johnson. I don't care about a guy by the name of Jordan or any of the guys that play right now. This has always been my guy, Magic Johnson. Here we go. My all-time favorite hockey player. Again, I'm not much of a Gretzky fan, though I am a Kings fan. My favorite hockey player is Marcel Dionne. He was the whole reason I became a Kings fan. Also, another one of my favorite hockey players, Mario Lemieux. Like I say, I favored him and Dionne more than Wayne Gretzky. I also like Mike Bossy, but I don't have anything of him. My favorite MMA fighters, I guess it's kind of obvious, John Jones. But my all-time favorite MMA fighter, nope, not Chuck Liddell like a lot of people. I don't mind Chuck, he's a good guy. But my all-time favorite MMA fighter, Randy the Natural Couture. He's the only freaking reason I ever started watching the UFC. Nowadays, the UFC is just a bunch of shit. You know that chick, there's a chick who shitted her pants in the ring recently. That basically shows you exactly what MMA, what UFC is nowadays. Shit. And I'm only going to showcase this guy in wrestling because I personally know him. I'm not showcasing him because he's my all-time favorite, but you know, he's a good buddy of mine. And if we did wrestling, I would take years just to name off my favorites. So we're going to go ahead and just mark with Samoa Joe. Unfortunately for us, he won't be beating Brock this Sunday. But, you know, he's going to hopefully give us a good show. Other favorites include for football, soccer, as you guys like to call it, football, Kobe Jones. Reason I became a Galaxy fan, Kobe Jones, Alexi Lalas. Those are a couple of my favorites. My all-time favorite footballer would have to be David Villa Sanchez. He currently plays on the New York City Football Club in the MLS. He is the main reason why we won the World Cup in 2010. Yes, I'm from Spain, not from US. I don't think a lot of you guys know that. I've told a few guys, but not a lot. Not a lot of you guys, but yeah, there's that. Of course, we're going to get down to all this. Baseball, like I say, my favorite teams were the Expos and the Red Sox. Whoa, hold on a second. I could have swore I had all this in order, or some kind of order. Okay, let me get all the baseball stuff. Matter of fact, before I pick up that camera, I'm going to go ahead and try to mark everything down. Let me see, there's that. Baseball, basketball. Oh, most of this stuff's going to be hockey, basically. It's going to be mostly hockey. Let me see. Sorry for putting the camera down, but it kind of is necessary at the moment. Okay, so let's see. Okay, stick those over there. Okay, let's get down to that. Sorry that took a long time. But anyways, we're going to get back down to it. The Boston Red Sox, there's a Xander Bogaerts. I don't even know if he's on the team anymore. Edwin Escobar. Of course, the big man, David Ortiz. Be nice if he came back. Although we're doing okay. But it'd be nice if he came back. And one of my guys I liked, Kevin Euclid. Okay, we're going to go on to football now. There's the 49ers are one of my favorite football teams. There's Blake Bell, Dre Anderson, Andre Carter, Jeff Garcia. I tried to showcase most of this in memorabilia and autographs if I had them. Terrell Owens. As you can probably tell, I don't really hit a lot of stuff that goes to my teams or favorite players. Jeff Garcia, Mike Rump, Aaron Walker. There is a Jeff Garcia, another Jeff Garcia. There's a Brandon Williams, two Vernon Davis, two different swatches, which is actually okay, I guess. There's a Patrick Willis, Alex Smith. Took me that long to get a Smith. And a legendary Roger Craig, the first man to nail 1,000 yards running and 1,000 yards receiving in the same season. And we don't have much of my other favorite team, which is the Patriots, who are my first favorite team, by the way. I've been a Patriots fan since about 84, 85. Oh, don't question me on that crap like, all these Seattle fans where they came out of the woodwork in 2014. Jacoby Brissett. This one has a Tennessee Titans logo, but he's in a how do you call it? A Patriots uniform. David Givens, he did play for us. Technically, in a sense, I'm a Boston and LA sports fan. I don't care about their rivalry crap. I just like the teams. I've always been like that. I've always liked the teams. We're gonna go to basketball. Of course, you won't believe that I pulled this out of a 3-pack plus 1 guaranteed game used, and this is also on YouTube. Shaquille O'Neal jersey card, number /50. Shaq is actually one of my favorite players too. I think that's the only jersey card I have of him. Derek Fisher. And my current favorite Laker at the moment, Larry Nance Jr., which was a sick card. I mean, this is on video too. I'm a big time fan of the Lakers. And hockey. Everybody knows hockey's like my favorite sport. So we're going to go ahead and go with it. One of my teams, of course, the Boston Bruins. The only reason this is showcased is most of those guys are Bruins. There's of course, there's Tim Horton and Bobby Orr. So those two are actually Bruins. But yeah, that's one of those 101 printing plates. Yes, I know that's a sin. I'm showcasing the Canadians, but the reason for showcasing this card, the front side has 4 Boston Bruins players. He's no longer there. That's Tyler Seguin. Actually, Tyler Seguin went to Dallas. Dougie Hamilton's just floating around. Last I saw, he was in Calgary. Rask, I don't know how much longer he's going to be there. Got Ryan Spooner, decent player. And Brad Boyes, who's actually not there anymore, but yeah, it's an older card. There's 2 Jordan Nolan rookie autos, followed by 2 different Drew Doughties. We're going to go 3 Drew Doughty along with Anze Kopitar. Get Jamie McBain, who's no longer on the team too. And 2 Nick Shore. Wait, never mind. 2 Jamie Baines. I screwed up. 1 Nick Shore. Johnny B. Quick. Jeff Carter. We got a Kings legend, Luc Robitaille, who is actually our GM now. Dustin Brown, former captain Dustin Brown. Anze Kopitar, who is our captain, not worth $10 million, but hopefully he gets his head out of his ass this year. I know this might classify as a different team because orange swatch, and both of these players did come from Philadelphia, and of course one of the players isn't on the Kings anymore, but this is a dual Mike Richards and Jeff Carter, and like I said, both of them did play for the Kings at one point, but they both came from Philadelphia Flyers. Mike Richards is no longer there. Jeff Carter still is. And here's a good one. Tyler Toffoli, Tanner Pearson, dual-sided. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, you're going to go ahead. He's no longer there. As a matter of fact, he was traded in the package with Mike Richards. That included Mike Richards and Jeff Carter. Wayne Simmons. But yeah, it's a Kings card. And he's not exact. I didn't have no Galaxy stuff, but he's not exactly, how do I say, in a Galaxy uniform. He's in Montreal, but this dude, we signed him this year to be on the Galaxy. I'm a Galaxy fan in MLS. Jack McInerney. Other teams included, let's say, our English Premier League. I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah, we kind of can't hit it off. That stupid asshole man needs to leave. But what can I do about that? They don't care. They don't care. They don't care about their fans. Of course, in the Spanish leagues, I am a big-time fan of Real Madrid. I'm a fan of Cristiano Ronaldo. I also do like Barca, so it's kind of hard to root there. In Mexico, my favorite football team would have to be Pumas UNAM. I don't know. I've always been a Pumas fan since I was a little kid. Let me think about it. I know there's a lot of other ones. Florida State, college, Florida State, big time. Of course, I think I mentioned that once or twice. Florida State, uh, UNM, NMSU, those ones. Boxing, I have favorites in boxing. Like I've always been a Mike Tyson fan. Who wasn't? Trying to think. I think I might have covered everything. Other favorite players, like in hockey, I like Cam Neely, of course, Boston Bruins. And football, baseball. Currently, my favorite players on the Red Sox. I like Wade Boggs, of course. I think I said that in here, but Xander Bogaerts and Mookie Betts have to be my favorite players on the Red Sox right now. And I know this is a cardinal sin, but I can't really deny this part. And I know being a Boston fan, you're not supposed to like the Yankees. You're supposed to absolutely hate the Yankees. But I do like Derek Jeter. I won't lie there. I know a lot of you are going to probably come and rush me for that, but I have no problem with Derek Jeter whatsoever. He played his career legit, and that's all I got to say about that. He was a class act all the way compared to other players. But yeah, there you have it. I showcased some of my teams and some of my players, like I said I would. I think we covered basketball, football, hockey, baseball. We covered soccer, which I call football. Covered a little bit of boxing, a little bit of MMA. Oh, racing. My favorite racers, I have three of them: Mark Martin, Richard Petty, and one of I would have to say he's probably my all-time favorite racer, because once he died, I never saw racing again, and that has to be the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt Sr. I just couldn't watch anymore. Oh, we can go with golf. Hale Irwin and Payne Stewart, two of my favorite golfers of all time. And I guess that should be it, showcasing what my favorites are. See you guys on the next video, and thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and now you guys know a little bit more about me for sports and stuff like that, rather than me pulling a card of one of my favorite teams in a break and saying, oh, my favorite player, or my favorite team, or sweet, this guy plays for the team that I like. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video. Laters.